Hello, this is Rory with the Love Chat, and today's topic is moving on. Now, this is video number 23. If you have a question you'd like for me to consider featuring on the channel, please write it in a comment below. And if you enjoy these videos, please subscribe and hit like so that the channel can grow and reach more people who need the help during a heartbreaking time. Now then, moving on. The big bad topic of moving on. This issue is really stigmatized when it comes to breakups because people think that moving on means letting go of your ex and giving up any hope that they'll ever come back, when really, I've never agreed with that sentiment. I don't think that moving on means you are losing hope. In fact, in the coachings that I do, I talk about something very different, which is basically, instead of getting over a breakup, I recommend the sentiment move past a breakup. And now these are two very different ideas, because to me, getting over, kind of moving on from a breakup is really about, you are choosing to let this person go and giving up any hope that you'll get back together ever again. And you're kind of just forgetting all those emotional times of happiness and basically the attachment that you had with this person. But frankly, we're human beings, and that's just not the way that we work. Just because you and someone are no longer together doesn't mean that those times that you had were not real, or this does not mean that you have not grown and become a better version of yourself and somebody who's learned a few lessons along the way, somebody who's a little wiser. Moving on is one thing. Moving past is a completely different idea, and this idea stems from self-love. Moving past comes from a place of saying, I love this person, I wish they were still in my life, but I am grateful for the time spent and things that I have learned from this person. Moving past a breakup, to me, means that you are letting go of the emotional attachments and the emotional turmoil connected to a breakup. You are emotionally letting go in the sense of it does not have power over you anymore to make you feel less than yourself, less than worthy of being loved. And so now this is a pretty deep idea, because after a breakup, you feel anything but worthy, right? Somebody who you loved just quote unquote tossed you aside, and you're feeling like, did I even mean anything to them? So humans want proof, we like proof, and we seek things that will prove us right. We will search out that which makes our point correct. And this phenomena is called affirmation bias. Basically, you are searching for things that affirm your belief about yourself and the story that you tell yourself. And guess what a breakup does? A breakup tells you that the person that you love and adore no longer wants you, ergo, you must mean nothing. But that's not really true. And really, as we get older and more experienced, we have to realize that your worth has nothing to do with their approval. We need to overcome emotional adversity. And the very first place that stems from is anxiety, okay? Nobody really stops and thinks about how much anxiety plays a role in most of your relationships. It doesn't even have to be romantic. Think about that. What aren't you happy with about yourself? What in the world makes you feel like you're not at peace? And that's what I want you to start working on, okay? How to work on moving past a breakup versus moving on and letting go of somebody who meant a lot to you. You can hold on to those moments and cherish them and learn from them and let them inform your future relationships without letting go of the importance of them and without dropping the other person and saying, oh, well, they'll never come back again, kind of having a sour attitude about it. No, it can be quite a beautiful thing, moving past a breakup. And guess what? It doesn't mean they're not going to come back. It means that you chose to get up and move forward and continue improving yourself and making yourself the best version of yourself that you can be. Because you're doing it for you. You don't have to sit there where they left you at the end of the breakup. And guess what? If you've got up, dusted yourself off, started working on a lot of your goals, I bet you your anxiety will be less. We need to look for the things that make us feel less than whole, less than secure. And the second we start addressing our wants and our needs, the more we will feel at peace, the less anxiety we have, the less we will throw that anxiety at our future partners, be it our ex or someone better. And this is a big thing that I want you guys to work on. This is a big thing, and it can't be ignored. Because to ignore this step is one of the worst things that you can do, because basically it means that what if your ex does come back and you haven't done this internal work? You haven't worked on your anxiety. You're still worried about them leaving again, or them cheating on you, or who was that new person you were texting? I haven't met them before. All those little things that drive a partner away because it shows them that you don't feel at peace with yourself. Or the things like, I haven't heard from my ex in 30 minutes and I texted him. Why isn't he texting me back? Or why isn't she texting me back? Those types of things that show that we are anxious and needy. We need to get rid of that, because all it shows people is that we are coming from a hungry state and that we need this. We don't just want a partner. We need one to feel like okay. And just like people who are addicted to drugs and they need to keep taking drugs to feel normal after a while, we need to break the habit just the same way. So I really do encourage you guys this week, take what I say about working on yourselves seriously, because this month alone, and it's only been 4 days, I've had 5 people hear back from their exes. Their exes have reached out and they really have worked on themselves a little bit. And so the ex they see a small change. Some of that desperation, some of that neediness, some of that body weight, things like that are, less. And so the ex has noticed, but they're still asking me questions like, oh, well, she reached out. What does that mean? Well, in that moment, it meant that she wanted to hear from you, or he wanted to hear from you. That's it. We don't know what we don't know. And so the only thing that we have direct control over is ourselves. So that needs to be our main focus. I really encourage you guys to work on yourselves. And if you don't get your ex back, you're going to get somebody better. But it all starts with taking your value and putting it back where it belongs, in your possession. So I leave you with this. Your worth has nothing to do with your ex's approval. It belongs solely with you. That's all I had for today. If you found my video helpful, I'd be very grateful if you'd subscribe and hit like. Definitely leave a comment below and tell me what topics you'd like covered in the future. Also, if you'd like to do a Skype coaching or email coaching, definitely be sure to email me at thelovechat@gmail.com. Until next time.